Hi, you're getting your very first case study in this course this week, and I just wanted to run by a little bit of what I want you to do in this case study. I've talked to you about it a little bit. The case study you're going to do is called First in Show, and it's about a dog food maker introducing a brand new dog food to a brand new market to them. The case provides you all sorts of information about their product, about their costs, about their plans for market, about who they think they're going to be able to market to. It also provides some information about some advertising plans and so forth. The idea of a case study is to put yourself in the position of the person in the case. And in the person in the case here are the executives of this First in Show company. And they have information. They've paid for some information. They have information from friends and buddies. They have information from their own internal knowledge. They've got lots of information. You have to decide how much of that information is relevant and whether the information they're getting is information they should act on and how they should act on it. So you have to think about where the information is coming from, who's providing it, what perhaps bias that party might have that's providing it. Even if they're being paid for it, they may have a bias, and how to use it, and what the best way to approach entering this market is. So the information you have is not complete. You can't necessarily rely on all the information you have. This is the real world. That's what really happens in the real world. We have the best information we can get, but it's incomplete. And some of it may have either not be relevant to our decision or may have biased information. So you've got to take all that into account. This case is going to require a fair amount of mathematical or Excel type spreadsheet analysis. So make sure you do that. Don't just say, well, it looks like. Do the math. Do the Excel spreadsheet analysis here and really dig into it. Now, this is a lot of work. I'm expecting you to do this over the course of this week. So if you start Saturday night, it's probably going to be a disaster. You have a week to do it. And I want a report, and that report should probably be, including charts and graphs and Excel sheets, it's probably 3 to 7 pages, something like that. I'm not going to tell you how long it needs to be. It needs to be as long as it needs to be to convey what you've got to say. What should we do? How do we do it? The problems are presented. The case itself is, 9 pages long, I think. About 9 pages long. And you're presented with a situation where you're asked to answer a question, but think about what you're saying. Think about, is the question the right question? Should we be thinking a little bit outside the box, or should we be working with just the question that's presented? There is no right or wrong answer here, so you can do anything, but whatever you decide to do, you need to back up with the facts that you have, with the data that you have at hand. Whatever you decide to do, you need to back up. In addition, this takes place in 2009, so you probably know more than anybody in the case. Has to do with pet food, so any of you who have dogs or pets may know more than what's in the case. You have to exclude all information. You know exactly what's in the case and nothing more. Don't use your personal knowledge of stores, pet food markets, any of those kinds of things. You just know what the people in the case know. You don't know any more than that. So make sure you kind of close your eyes, put your blinders on, and say it's what's in the case, and that's it. Nothing more. So that's kind of what I expect you to do. There is a rubric which will explain what I'm asking for. And now that I'm thinking about it, getting this on a Sunday and I expect it back the next Sunday, that may be a little too aggressive. I know all of you have jobs and you're out there doing other things. Let's move the due date to, and this will be in the assignment, but the last recording, I told you it was due on February 8th or 9th, the next weekend. I'm going to move that out to February 16th. So you have 2 weeks to do this. I think this is too much to expect you to absorb and do a good job and get it back to me in a 7-day period, since a lot of you can't even may have job commitments that don't allow you to even look at it till the middle of the week. So let's say it's due the 16th, and I expect good work, and we will discuss it after the work. I'm not putting too many points on this because this is the first case you're going to do. You're going to do more cases in this course. This is somewhat of a learning experience, but I do expect good work. And looking forward to seeing what you think about First and Show. Thanks.